Okay, I'm back. It seems that because we were talking about the freaking problems that our computers used to have in the past, guess what? I just had another problem. But it wasn't my computer's fault. It was because I had a very quick power outage. And I hate when that happens, especially when I'm streaming RollerCoaster Tycoon, because I lose all my progress. And yeah, I'll need to restart the level again. That sucks. But anyways, I'm back. Hopefully I won't have another problem like that, but I don't know. It's very unpredictable, especially because it's not raining in here. It's not windy. So I can't understand why the electrical energy has decided to fail. It doesn't make sense. And it's not the first time that it happens when I'm streaming RollerCoaster Tycoon. So maybe it's something that uses to happen. Oh, wait. Maybe it's something that usually happens on Tuesdays. I don't know. I can't understand that, but it sucks. I'm restarting RollerCoaster Tycoon here. Steam, right? Steam needed to do an update. It's finishing right now. Chrono Cross, no Ritsuru. Chrono Cross only on my weekends, man. Because most of people that was watching me playing were right. Most of people that were watching me playing Chrono Cross, they can't watch me now. So I prefer to keep playing it on my weekends to have a good schedule. Okay, my game should be back very soon. But seriously, that sucks. I wouldn't mind if the problem happened while I was playing, for example, Top Gear or other game, but when it happens when I'm playing RollerCoaster Tycoon, it sucks. Because I need to restart everything. That's my punishment? No, it's not a punishment. It's just because I don't know. It's actually frequent. It's not that uncommon to to have some power outages in here or to have some internet problems. But I hate that it happens when I'm streaming and when I'm streaming RollerCoaster Tycoon. It had all the day to happen, but it decided to happen just now. I control their pixelated lives. It's not like The Sims, but I get your point. I get your point. And it was a very quick power outage. It was just to turn off my computer and return. So that pisses me off. So now I need to do everything again, and it's more 3 hours for me to play the game because that's the amount of time that I need to be playing until I beat the objective. But let's go. Let's restart it. In case it happens again, then I might not return. I'm saying that in advance. I lost half hour of progress probably because I was near the end of the first year. Yes, you're right. You're right, man. But in case it happens again today, I will be back on next week with RollerCoaster Tycoon because I can't be streaming if my computer or if my electrical energy if they are not stable, right? But answering your question before I had the problem, I really wanted to go to Canada, Germany, and Australia. I believe those three countries would be the ones that I most want to visit someday. And if it is a place that I want to visit in Brazil, then it is Iguaçu waterfalls located in the south region of Brazil. Because, like I was saying, it has the frontier to Argentina and to Paraguay. Even if I can't go to those countries and see a lot of them, I will at least say that I was in there because I was able to touch the ground of those countries. So that works for me. Many Americans actually like to retire in Brazil because their services and standard of living is actually really high in many areas, but the currency conversion is very advantageous for foreigners. Yes, it is. Right now, it is the triple. If you have $1, it means 3 reais in here, so it's a very huge and big difference. That also explains why some things are very expensive in here. For example, video games in general. But it's not only because of that. We have many taxes in here. We have taxes for everything. So maybe that's our biggest problem. The amount of taxes that we have and the corruption that happens. They together cause some problems to us, right? To our economy, to our currency. What about you? Which places do you want to visit or travel the most? Actually, have you ever been to another country? It's a very strong pull for a retired person. You can stay in the US and you can retire at a certain level, or you can go somewhere else and retire at 3 times of that level. I believe that it's a good thing for you to do if you move to a different place. It is very advantageous, but it's not a problem. Like, you use your money in a better way. So, yeah, to be very honest, the US is not a place that I really want to go, but yeah, maybe in the future, someday, I don't know. But it's not at top of the places that I really want to go. And it's not new information. I have said that before in one of my streams. You'd like to go to Turkey? Oh, you have been to Canada, Mexico, UK, France, Germany, Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and the Philippines. You have been to many places. You should go to South America now. Or maybe Africa. Or Australia, right? I also wanted to go to Japan, but I'm not sure if I will enjoy my stay in there because their culture is very, very different from mine. So I can see myself having some problems in Japan especially regarding food, as I don't eat anything that they have in there. I don't eat seafood, I don't eat sushi, ramen. I can see myself struggling in Japan, but it's a place that I would like to visit too. Yeah, South America would be nice. Um, there is one place that might surprise us a lot in here, and it is Uruguay. Recently, I have read an article of the youngest person that traveled around all the countries in the world, and people asked him which countries were the ones that surprised you the most. And one of the places and one of the countries that he had chosen was Uruguay. Would like to see the Christ the Redeemer or see Copacabana? I have been to Copacabana many times. It was one of the neighborhoods in Rio that I have been the most. And I have been to the Christ, I believe 3 times. I believe 3 times. The first time I was in there, or yeah, the first time I was in there, I was very young, so I don't remember anything. But the other two moments that I have been there, I still remember of them. I went there. Wait, wait a minute. Have I been there 3 times? Maybe I have been there only 2 times. Oh yeah, 3 times. Yes, I'm right. Once I was there with my friends because they were from a different state in my country, so they were visiting Rio, and we decided to bring them there. So yes, I remember that. And the other time I was in there, it was when I can't say even the day or the date. It was in October 3rd, because that day is the day of the unification of the Germanies. I believe that um, that's how you say it in English. I'm not sure, but it was the day that the two sides of Germany got unified, and the Christ had an special illumination or lighting for that, to celebrate that. It had the colors of the Germany flag. So I wanted to see that, and then I went alone to the Christ. So yes, I have been there three times. One thing that I really like about the Christ is that you are able to see it from almost everywhere in Rio, and also in other cities that are near Rio. For example, I don't live in Rio. I live in a city that's 20 minutes from Rio. And from here, I can see the Christ. That's how remarkable it is, or how easy it is for you to see it. And depending on where you are, you can have a different view of the Christ. So that's the thing that I like the most. You can see the Christ from almost everywhere. And yeah, sometimes the Christ gets some special lighting for different occasions. And I remember going there in a 3rd or October 3rd, and it had a special lighting with the colors of the Germany flag. But the Christ is not my favorite place in Rio. It's of course one of the places that you need to visit, but it's not my favorite. My favorite place in Rio is the Sugarloaf Mountain. It's also a very famous touristic attraction. It is the mountain that has the chairlift. And speaking about the chairlift, such a coincidence, right? But yes, I love the Sugarloaf Mountain, especially because it is a place that you can go there in the morning and you can spend all your day in there. It's different from the Christ because once you get to the Christ and you see the view that has in there, you don't have a lot to do anymore. The Christ doesn't have a lot of shelter to protect you from the sunlight, and you don't have a lot of places to sit or to stay. So it's something that you go, you see the view, and after a couple hours you go back home. Especially because it's also very crowded. So I don't know, you don't need to spend a whole day in there. But in the Sugarloaf Mountain, you can enjoy the beach that is at the bottom of the mountain, which is the it's called Red Beach in English, but it's called Praia Vermelha in Portuguese, which is the translation of Red Beach in English. And after staying there in the beach, you can get the chairlift to go to the first mountain, which is called Urca. And in Urca, you have a lot of chairs, you have many trees, you have food stalls of different things, you have ice cream stalls, you have snack stalls. You can stay there for a very long time. You can stay there to see the sunset. You can stay there in the night to see the city being illuminated by the city lights. It's something that you can spend a whole day just visiting that place. And then you can also get the chairlift again to go to the highest mountain. And the highest mountain is called Sugarloaf. And in there you can also have a better view of Copacabana and Ipanema, because you can't see them in the smaller mountain, but you can see them in the highest one. So it's something that you can go and spend a whole day. It's different from the Christ, because the Christ is very crowded. You don't have places to sit. You don't have shelters to protect you from the sunlight. And the Sugarloaf is different. You have shelters because of the trees that are in there. You can even do a trail. Actually, that's what I do when I want to visit there. I don't pay for the chairlift anymore. I always take the path to do the trail. And then I climb the first mountain, which is Urca. But to get to the second one, you need to get the chairlift, because there isn't a trail for you to do it there. But once you have been there, you don't need to return there anymore. So I always stay in the smaller mountain, and that's fine. I already have a pretty good view of Rio in there, and I can spend a day there easily. So that's my favorite place in Rio. I used to go there a lot because I like it to leave my house with some books, and then I do the trail in there, and I spend an entire afternoon just reading above the mountain or up the mountain. And then I buy some snacks. We have a drink in here that's called Guarana. I'm not sure if you have heard about it before, but that's something that I really like to drink. And yes, I remember asking or buying that. Yeah, I remember buying that when I was visiting the Sugarloaf Mountain. So it's my favorite place in Rio. And I don't even need to pay the chairlift price or ticket. because I can do the trail and go there by myself. I believe I will save my game because in case I have another problem like the power outage that has happened before, at least the basic changes will be saved this time. So let me save the game. If I'm physically active, I use it to be. I'm not very physically active right now, but in the past years I use it to be more physically active. Yes, I did many trails in Rio in the past, but I'm not doing them a lot now because I have been not going to Rio a lot or too frequently. Things are getting very expensive in here, and I have been trying to not go to Rio because by not going there a lot, I can save more money. But 2 years ago, and maybe 1 year ago, I used to go there more frequently, and I did some trails in there, probably the majority of them. Locally, in my city, we have some trails in here, but I don't know, I haven't been to all of them. I can show you my favorite one though. Let me get a picture of it. And funny enough, it was actually the first trail I have done, or the first trail that I can remember doing. Maybe not in my life, but I'm not sure if I can remember another trail that I have done before doing it. So maybe it was the first trail I did in my life. And it isn't the easiest trail you can do as a starter, but thankfully I was able to complete it. The reason why it's not the easiest is because you need to climb a rock mountain. So basically you need to do rock climbing. It's not only walking through the woods. You actually need to climb the rock by the end of the trail. Actually, this is a picture of people doing the rock climbing, but it's not a big deal. You only need to have some courage. It's not very difficult, but you need to have some courage, right? So at first you might get scared, but if you can overcome your fear, it's worth it. So this is the rock, and it shows people trying to climb it. And this is the view at top of the rock. I'm getting the second picture right now. That's the view. That was my first trail. And right there in the horizon, you can see Rio. You can see the Sugarloaf. You can see the Christ. Maybe not in the picture, but in real life, you are able to see everything in Rio right there in the horizon. Last year I went to the um, second highest place in Rio, and I was very scared to go there, but thankfully I was able to do it because of the support of the group that was with me. Let me get a picture from there. I know, Rio is amazing. It mixes the city buildings with nature in a very unique way, right? Sometimes you are driving through the the streets and then you look to the right and you see a huge mountain. It's super crazy. I live in the city that is across the bay in that picture. I'm in the other side of the bay. You can see Rio right near you in the picture, but across the bay and across that long bridge, that's the city that I live. So if I want to go to Rio, I need to either go cross the bridge, right, or take a ferry boat. And that usually takes 20 minutes, something like that. But yes, this is the second highest place in Rio, and I have been there last year. There is a trail that I'm not brave enough to do though. Actually, more than one. Because I believe it's too much for me and it's a little bit dangerous. And the trail is that rock right there. It's called Gavia. I'm not brave enough to go in there. I would say that it is probably the hardest trail in Rio. But the reward for going there is fantastic, right? People take crazy pictures in there. But I'm not brave to go there. The trail is very it's not simple. Of course, at the same time it's not impossible, but I'm not brave enough to do it. But anyways, Rio has a lot of trails. You can even do a trail to go to the Christ. That's a trail that I want to do someday. It's one of the trails that I'm missing. That's the view up there. Next to that rock, there is another rock which is much more easy for you to get, and I have been to it. So I could see the same view as people would see in the difficult rock, But of course, some differences might still have between both. But I have been to a rock that was next to it. Yeah, this picture shows it. You see the people in this picture? That's where I have been. And the rock behind it is the one that's super hard for you to get. But anyways, Rio has amazing trails, amazing nature. You can spend years and years trying to get to all the places, and you always will have something else to visit or to do in here, because not only in Rio but also in the different cities around Rio. For example, my city, like the first picture I showed you, it has amazing nature and amazing places for you to go. Yeah, it is a bit dangerous, but a lot of people go there. I would say that the biggest problem is having physical condition and courage. But if you have both, then go there. It's no big deal. But I'm not brave enough to go there, and I don't think I will have physical condition to climb it. So it's a place that I avoid the idea of going. I believe I have some vertigo, so I don't like to feel that I'm in a very high place, because I can feel a little bit dizzy or nervous. So I really pick my trails before going there. If I believe or if I think that I have a chance of being able to finish it, then I give it a try. But if I see that it's something very difficult and it will give me a lot of notion that I'm super high, then I give up. Have you been to high places like those ones? Do you like to do trails too? My favorite trail is the Sugarloaf one. It's easy, it's rewarding, and it's free. So I really like to do that trail. You have done just a few? Maybe I have done, I don't know, a number between 5 and 10. There are still other trails that I still want to go. I just need to stop being lazy. One thing that's really interesting about Rio, and actually it's very surprising, is that usually when foreigners come to visit Rio, they go to places and they know about places in Rio that most of people that were born in Rio, they have never been there or they didn't know about the places. So it's like the foreigners know more about Rio than the people that actually live in there. Yes, stop being lazy is hard though. I agree. But I really want to go to Sugarloaf at least once in this year. I still haven't been there in this year. So I will see if in the following days or in the following months I stop by there. At least once because it's my favorite place in Rio. So I really want to be there at least once in this year. But yes, foreigners come here and they know about many places that it surprises you. When you are doing those trails, for example, you see a lot of foreigners. There are also the people that live in Rio for many years and they have never been to the Christ. Maybe because they keep thinking, oh, I live in Rio, so I will have time to be there forever. Like, I can go there anytime. Oh, hey, Pilot, how are you doing? And then they keep postponing their programs or their chances to go to touristic touristic attractions, and usually they only go there when they have some visitors like friends from different places that they want to know the place, and then they finally decide to, oh, okay, let's go there because I need to bring you there. What's my schedule for the next 2 weeks? It will be the same, I believe. Is that where you get your slave wage labor for your amusement park? No, man, it's not like that. Maybe the opposite. Maybe the foreigners come here and they get the Brazilians and use them as um, uh, how can I say it? Cheap man work, or yeah. Want to ride the roller coaster? 2 hours of hard labor. That will take care of the lines. Indeed. But yes, my schedule might be the same. Starting tomorrow, my parents might be here, so I'll need to see how I will be doing my streams while they are here because I don't want to be streaming in very late periods of my day because of them. So maybe I will do some shorter streams than usual, but my schedule will be the same. So I just need to take either a Monday or a Thursday to go there. You have been trying for months to convince him the key to the the key to the game, right? To the roller coaster capitalism is free drinks and paid washrooms. I have tried that once, and people got very upset in the game, and they destroyed all the benches and the litter bins. So no, pilots, that might be profitable, but it's not helpful to my objective in here because my park rate will drop a lot. Wait, where is the Gravitron? That it is. Let me build the 3D cinema in there again. Yeah, they destroyed everything. That's why I need to hire some security guards. Oh wait, that's not the proper place to do it. In here. There we go. Oh my god, pilot. Rule my customers through fear. I like where this is going. Then I should start making some roller coasters that will crash, right? Wait, where is the car from this one? Oh, it's closed! I forgot to open it again. Of course there is no car. Pilot, do you like to do trails? Because I was talking about trails with Uritsuru earlier. Dead customers aren't paying customers. How can we create a profit through their deaths? If we start a coffin shop? I have a lot to learn from him, oh boy. His strategies don't work. I tried it once and I was only able to finish the objective by clutching in the final days. Do you guys have a favorite place in your city? If so, which place? I was talking about Rio, but maybe the favorite place in my own city right now. I don't know because it has some great places in here. But I would need to choose between two. One of them is the saucer. Wait, how can I call it in English? Flying saucer looking museum or the city park. I will show you guys those. Yeah, the Flying Saucer Looking Museum. It's one of my favorite places in here. We can put riders in precarious positions and then charge them to be rescued. That sounds like good business. Oh boy, you guys should work together and play the game. And then you can test those strategies in there because you guys have the same ideas and the same objectives. The issue there is that the game was wrong. You run a business. The objective is always profit and shareholder value, not piddly things like customer satisfaction. Of course not. Why should we care about the customers, right? We only need them in our park once. Then they can leave and never return anymore. Why am I not able to open my browser? I want to show you the Flying Saucer Museum. Yeah, my computer is pretty slow right now. Actually, I should save the game again. We care about the customer's money, and that's all. Nobody needs to be happy, satisfied with our services. It doesn't matter. Wait, what am I doing wrong in here? Okay, can I open my browser now? There we go. So this is the Flying Saucer Museum. And I found a picture, but I was expecting it to be bigger. Yeah, the pictures are so small. But anyways, this is the city park. Those are probably the best places in my city. I actually love that. Um, Never mind, I have a third place too. Yeah, the one with the trail that I was talking earlier. I love that beach. So probably those three places are my favorite places in the city where I live. Yeah, this one. Your favorite place here is the Halifax Citadel. It is an old British military fort that has been the centerpiece of the city since its inception. It's now run by Parks Canada and kept up to resemble it as it did in 1867, the year Canada became a thing. So, is it a museum or is it a theme park right now? Yes, we're jealous. Yeah, that might be my favorite beach in the city where I live. And I have been up there in the rock. That that was the first trail I have done. So it is part museum and part park. No, you can post a link. Wait, that's YouTube. Hey Outros, how are you doing? Welcome back, Drew. How are you doing? I'm not paying that much to go on hijack. It's not that expensive. We were talking about favorite places in the cities that we live, so you guys probably lost some links that I have posted in here. But if you want to check them out, these are some places that I have in my city, and yeah, they are my favorite places in here. Wait. Anyone else bummed about Mr. Leahy? I have no idea who is Mr. Leahy. Yes, I have no idea who he is. Hey, Mousy, how are you doing? What did you miss? I don't know, we have been talking about places of our cities and I have been playing the game after I had a power outage, so I needed to restart the level. But besides everything, or besides those problems, everything's everything's fine. Let me check the links now. Pilot sent a YouTube link. You are not so great. What's happening? I wonder how can that fortress be a theme park? Are you serious? It looks like it looks look wait, it looks like a museum only. They have some acting, but I can't see park attractions. It has a nice view though. You can wear the clothes? Are you serious? Rio also has many different fortresses in here. Let me check the other link now. Whoa, that's a beautiful place, Uritsuru. What's that? How do you get up there? Do you need to ride a chairlift or something? That's an amazing picture. A sea to sky gondola. That's a fantastic place. Wait, there is a lot of chat going on now. You just Google the Trailer Park Boys actor who died. Trailer Park Boys? Yes, I have never heard about that. And the fortress was just a park, not a theme park. I see. Jim Leahy was a fictional character on a very popular Canadian show called Trailer Park Boys. It is a fake documentary style show based on drug dealers living in a trailer park in Canada. Mr. Leahy is the trailer park supervisor bad guy of the show, and he's the bad guy you love and hate. So he might be like an anti-hero, right? The actor who played him died yesterday, John Dunsworth. Very sudden. It is a comedy show, extremely funny. It started in 2001 until 2008, then started again in 2013. He was always drunk in the show, trying to screw the main guys over. He was also gay with a guy who never wore a shirt. Oh, I'm sad to hear that, Outros. But yes, in here we also have some famous actors that passed away, but it happens to everyone, right? Thankfully, he was able to provide and to do some great content in his life span. So you guys will always remember him from the show, right? You have been in and out of the ER. You had passed out last night with oh my god, Mousy, what's going on? What's going on? With 104 fever, and you are back home now with oh my god, with 102 fever, and you have been a little better, but you pass out at random times. I don't know what to say. Do you know what do you have? Do you know what's going on? Could you understand the problem? Why are you sick? But yes, rest, eat a lot of water, and try to get some healthy food like soup and fruits because your body needs to stay strong right now. And by yes, I don't know. I have no idea what you could have. Actually, I have never passed out in my life. So I don't know how it feels. It must be horrible. Ultras live closest to the Canada's Wonderland. It is a big ride park, so you have been there, right? You ride a gondola. That's the problem. I'm not sure if I know what a gondola is. In my opinion, gondola is the boat that you need to row in cities like Venice. That's a gondola, in my opinion. But maybe gondola is a different thing for that place that you have showed me. You have the flu and you have an autoimmune disease, so you get sick twice as worse than normal people. Oh my god, it sucks. That sucks, Mousy. I hope you can recover very soon, but stay strong. So that's like a chairlift, but it's, how can I say it? It's, I don't know how to say that, but it's closed. Like you enter and then you close the door. It's just like the chairlift that you have in here for the Sugarloaf, but it's a bigger one. Maybe you guys call it a gondola because it's small. Encapsulated is the word, correct. That's the best word. But Mousy, if you were still feeling super bad, why did you return home? Indeed, I agree with Ultras. Gondola to me is the boat in Venice. Pilot knows what he's doing for his next trip to BC. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it's British Columbia. Am I right? In the summer, have done the grouse lift many times. Didn't know about the sea to sky one. The observation tower. Okay, where can I do it? The ER nurse said that you should be fine by the end of today, but you still have the fever, and he also told your mom that he has bigger fish to fry. Oh boy, but that's not something that a doctor or a nurse should say. I can understand, but he shouldn't say that. Like, that explicitly. But I hope he's right. I hope you can really feel better very soon. But yes, don't stop drinking water. If you have the chance to eat some fruits, do it. Especially um, citric fruits, fruits that have vitamin C. Emily, hey, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm alright, I'm alright. I'm just a little bit upset because I have started playing RollerCoaster Tycoon today and I had a power outage, so I lost my progress. But I'm back. Besides that, I'm alright. Okay, this is tricky. Maybe there is a better way for me to do it, but I can connect the entrance in here and then let's see. Let's try it again. What if I keep going forward? Oh, I just need to go forward. Okay. Yes, Emily, sometimes that happens and I hate when it happens while I'm playing RollerCoaster Tycoon because I usually lose all my progress. And this is a game that requires many hours for you to beat a level. For example, I need to play this game for 3 hours today. So if I need to restart everything, it's tiring. You'll be back. Stomach not agreeing with you. Yes, yes, I can understand you. Sometimes when I get sick, I lose the desire to eat some food. But funny enough, there is a healthy food that um, I never lose the desire of eating it, even if I get sick, and it's apple. Emily might be upset with me because she doesn't like apples, but I like to eat apples even if I get sick. So actually, it's the first thing I try to eat when I get sick. If you don't feel like eating a fruit or something, see if you are able to drink the juice, because the juice will also work very well. Oh, Emily likes apples, but not all of them. You don't like the red one, correct? I believe you like the green apple, if I'm right. And you missed my stream yesterday? It's because yesterday I wasn't streaming. Yesterday was Monday. I don't stream on Mondays and on Thursdays. You had one of them yesterday. You and Drew, you guys are being healthier than me because I have been eating the freaking pizza that I bought on Sunday and I need to eat fruits and healthier things that I'm not doing. But every time I stop by Drew's stream, he's eating an apple. Red ones are trash. They are the most popular in here, so once you come to Brazil, be sure to bring your green apples or even yellow apples because I was surprised that yellow apples were a thing. Yes, I don't stream on Mondays. That's why you missed my stream yesterday. We ate all the pizza the same day. No, I still have pizza. And I'm not sure if I will finish the pizza today. Burger, fruit, or healthy food? Just down the pizza and it was delicious. I know, but I need to alternate between junky food and healthy food. Now I'm in the junk food period, and it must end very soon so I can return to some more healthy stuff. I'm not eating fruits right now, but I did a lemonade. So hopefully the lemonade helps me to stay a little bit healthy. And I'm also drinking a lot of chocolate milk. And I'm also eating some yogurts. So they are helping me too. But very soon, especially tomorrow, my parents will arrive here tomorrow. So I will be eating better things or healthier foods. Let me check people's thoughts. Not paying that much. Where is it? Yes, I alternate. It should be on a centennial cycle. Healthy food cycle starts in 70 years. No, that's too much. That's a long time for you to start eating healthy food. But what you're saying, there are some foods that are healthy and they are good. So don't assume that everything that's healthy is bad or tastes bad. It's not true. Quiver. Is this quiver? It is. But look at that. People are complaining about the price, but look at the line. The line is perfect. I don't want to change the price of this. Blast off. 6 people's on the ride. Sometimes a person decides to go. I'm not changing the price of it either. Hi FF Games, how are you doing? The apple, wait, they have apple that are yellow and red. The Hero Gala. The red apple in here is called Gala. Don't tell me what level this is? Okay. Good luck by figuring it out. Let me check the picture. But yes, in here, the Gala apple is red. Yeah, that apple, indeed. It is the most common apple in here. There is quite a huge variety of apples in Canada, like dozens. We don't have that large variety of apples in here. The Granny Smith, it is a bright green, no red apple that's a bit sour and fresh tasting. We don't have that variety. We have the Gala apples that they are red. We have a dark red apple. I'm not sure about its name. And sometimes we have green apples, but they are a little bit more rare and more expensive. But we have green apples too. Then we have Macintosh. I remember reading someone talking about Macintosh. I believe it was Early and Drew, I'm not sure. Maybe Emily. Those are possibly the most popular green and red and use it the post for baking. I believe it was Early. I believe Early likes Macintosh apples. Your favorite kind of apple is the Honey Crisp. I have no idea which apple that is. And Emily hates Macintosh apples. Yeah, Early loves them. I remember that. Yes, it was Emily and Early discussing about the Macintosh apples. We have an all red apple called Red Delicious. It almost looks like a red pepper. What? It is a little longer with 4 points on the bottom. I'm scared to see how that apple looks. Red Delicious and Golden Delicious I find terrible. So the delicious is ironic, right? Macintosh is meh, and Granny Smith is good though. Oh my god. Someone agrees with Emily. Emily, you're not alone. I I believe that if someday I have the chance to taste all those apples, I might love all of them because I really like apple. So yeah, maybe I won't taste the difference or I won't see the difference. Okay, let me show the park to FF Games to see if he can recognize the level. That's the red delicious apple. I will check it. Give me just a minute. I still think it's so funny that the name of the apple is red delicious. It's such a bad name. Especially if nobody loves the apple. Oh yes, that's uh what's the name of the dark red apple right there? I believe we have that in here too. Is that Macintosh? Is that Red Delicious? Is that Granny Smith? We have the dark one too in here. Maybe it's even more darker than that. But it looks like the one we have in here. Or maybe it's the Honey Crisp, I'm not sure. Oh, that's the Red Delicious. It looks so ugly. And it has the strange bottom. Yeah, it does look like a pepper, just like Ultra Sad. You recognize it, but you can't place the name. I think it is one of those. Oh, the map. One of those maps where you need to get high park value. No, no, no. This one asked me to get um, people, amount of people. It is 1,200 by the end of October, and it's Mel's World. That's the name of the park. You missed an apple conversation. You did, Drew. I have been learning about the different apples that you guys have in the US or in Canada. And I'm surprised we don't have that amount of variety here. I would say that we have three different apples. The Gala apple, the dark red apple which seems to be Honey Crisp maybe, I'm not sure the name of it, and the green apple, but the green apple is very rare or it's more expensive. It's not common. I like red delicious or red delicious. Maybe it's delicious. You like red delicious just a touch under ripened. Once they get really ripe, they get mushy and dry. As much as I like apples though, I prefer pears because pears are so delicious. I don't know. I believe they are alright. I'm not a huge fan of pears. In my house, I have some plums. I need to eat them actually before uh, they get rotten. Wait, nobody is going to the Flightmare. I'm not paying that much. Looks too intense. Yeah, maybe it should be cheaper. Yeah, there we go. What else can I do in here? First of all, I want to pay the low one. There we go. And I want to do a small roller coaster. So let me ask to everyone, which fruit is your favorite fruit? I believe that for many years my favorite fruit was to be pineapple, but I don't think it is anymore. It's because my favorite dessert is a pineapple dessert. That's why pineapple used to be my favorite fruit. It's because the pineapple dessert is so good. Emily's favorite are pears. Wow, everyone loves pears. Oh my god. I'm surprised because I don't think they are that awesome. Grapefruit's not very common in here. You have two kinds of pears that are most common there: fuzzy brown ones or smooth green. Strawberries is a good pick too. Red pears, we don't have red pears. And fuzzy brown pears, I don't think we have fuzzy brown pears. We have green or yellow. They kind of look either green or yellow pears, but not brown. Honeydew melon is the worst. What's a honeydew melon? We have a yellow melon in here. Raspberries. I have never eaten raspberries. Wait, raspberries. Oh, okay. Never mind. Maybe I have eaten them, but it's not common in here. I have never eaten cranberries or cranberries, right? Cranberries. It's not cranberries, man. Cranberries or blueberries. Your wife's favorite fruit is durian. That's also something I have never eaten. I only know about durian because Animal Crossing. But yes, cranberries and blueberries, I have never eaten those. And raspberries, I only know the artificial flavor. I don't think I have eaten the fruit by itself. You have never heard of durian? I know about durian because Animal Crossing. It's one of the fruits in there. It is a... I don't know, it looks like a melon, but it has a different shape. It looks more like a cylinder, and it has some spikes like a pineapple, but it's not like a pineapple. It's difficult to describe it. Oh, that's the melon. Yeah, our melons are yellow. Do you guys know the yellow melon? I don't think I have eaten the green one, but our melons in here are yellow. That's how the melons look in here. Yeah, durian is spiky. That's the way to say it. Yeah, they are sharp fruits you have to kick in Mario Sunshine. Oh, you know durians because of Mario Sunshine. I believe you're right. I believe they were also in there, but I still need to play Mario Sunshine. I'm also not sure if we have the melon that Emily showed to us. If we have them, they are more rare or they are not the common fruit. Our common melon is the yellow one. The worst fruit for you is coconut? No. No, that's not right. Coconut is amazing. Blueberries are amazing. I have never eaten them. They have a very mellow floral flavor. Wait, a durian is a nut, not a fruit? Or do you mean the coconut? Oh yeah, the coconut, because even the name says coconut, right? We call those like canary melons or something. So you guys have the yellow melons in there. It was a fruit because it grows on a tree or a vine. They are very common in Canada. The honeydew tastes very similar but has a touch of its own flavor. I see. One of my favorite juices is from a fruit that we have in Brazil and you probably have never heard about it. But let me show you the fruit. It's a very small fruit that has a acid flavor and it is very sour too. It's citric and it's one of my favorite juices. That's the fruit. We call it as cajá. That's the name of that fruit. It is cajá. And it's very common and popular in the northeast part of Brazil. It's not very common in here. I live in the southeast region, so it's hard for me to find that fruit. But I know some places in my city that have it, so I can drink the juice. And in Copacabana, in Rio, there is an ice cream shop that has the ice cream of that fruit. So I really like the ice cream. But in the Northeast, it's super common. You can find the fruit like in most of places, and if you go to any shop or any grocery store, they might have 2 liters portions of ice cream of that fruit that you can buy for yourself. So I really wish those ice cream pots existed in here in my city or in my region, but it's not like that because it is one of my favorite fruits, but it's too far from me. So yeah, I still can have the juice though, so that's alright. Don't worry, pilot, it's fine, man. We still have been talking about fruits. If you guys decide to come to Brazil someday and if you want to experience our fruits, the best place for you to go is Northeast because they have the largest variety of different fruits ever. Yes, your mom probably would love the kaja fruits. I love them because of my father. My father always had some how can I say it? He also loves kaja, so he made me try it many times in the past by making juice or usually by making juice. So because of him, I grew up drinking a lot of kaja juice, and now I love it too. It's something that I relate to my father. And actually, he might come here tomorrow. And when we go to the shopping center, there is a juice shop in there, and they always buy the kaja juice in there. So that's how it's a very strong fruit to my family because we all love kaja juice. Would you let me stay if you come to Brazil? Wait, would you let me stay if you come to Brazil? But what's the with? I can't. understand why you correct yourself with. You let me stay if you if I yes, the phrase is perfect. I don't get why the with, but sure. You're reading about the Brazilian pineapple dessert. I can show you the picture. Every Christmas my family does it, and I love it. It's a very creamy dessert that has pineapple pieces. Man, why the picture is so small? I hope my park is doing alright because I'm not looking at it right now. But let me get the picture in here. Yeah, it's a tiny portion. Oh, with you? Okay, yeah, sure, Emily, come to Brazil. That's the picture. It's my favorite dessert. That's my favorite dessert. It's so good. And the fact that it's cold makes it even better. A fruit party at my place? Everyone is invited. They want to know if they can stay with you if they visit Brazil. Yeah, my apartment is not very big, but we can try. We can try to see. It looks like a pineapple pudding, maybe. But that's my favorite dessert at all. I prefer that than a cake because it's so good. My slave wage labor is taking care of the park in my absence. I need to check my park. Thankfully, the amount of gas is growing because that's the most important thing right now. Let's see where I can build this. Maybe back here? You are making fried rice? I don't think I like fried rice. Do you guys know a dessert called sweet rice? It's also very popular in here, but I believe that FF Games might not like it because he said that he doesn't like coconut. And sweet rice has coconut. It has coconut and cinnamon. This is a very crazy looking one. I want to do it. Dominican Republic is all about making fruit desserts too. Yeah, in here we have many fruit desserts. We have different mousses, flans, um, cakes. I like doing a lot of fruit cakes, banana cake, orange cake, I have done once passion fruit cake, rice pudding, maybe. I'm not sure if that's the proper way to call it, but yeah, I want to show you guys the picture. But maybe it is a nice a rice pudding. I'm not sure though, because I don't think it is that consistent. It's like a cream, but with rice. The cakes that I still need to bake for my first time are the apple cake and lemon cake. Oh wait, I still can do a on-ride photo section, right? So let me change this. They have the dessert made with cherry, cinnamon, and lots of sugar. Real cherries or the artificial cherries that are made with chayote? In here, real cherries are extremely rare. We only have the fake cherries that are actually chayote. Oh, I forgot to make the photo section. Hey Gio, hey, how are you doing? 10 minutes, $2 then 20 and $3.80 for the picture. Maybe I should have a new mechanic and a new handyman. There we go. Now let me check the picture of sweet rice. Guess what I got today that you are also going to give to me? The Sonic Mania OST. I want it, especially because it has the how's it called? Mirage Saloon music, which is my favorite. Oh, Ultras love rice pudding. Maybe it's the same dessert. In here it's called sweet rice. It's very popular in the middle of the year in here, in June, because we have, how can I call it? The month of June is very special to us. Maybe just like October is special to you because of Halloween. But in June, we usually have some typical parties or typical celebrations that happen every year in June. And they are called June parties or something like that. And in those parties, we have people dressing with some country style clothes because it's like we are celebrating the countryside of our country. So people usually wear some crazy and funny looking um, clothes. That's rice pudding in America. Yeah, it's very popular in here. I didn't know it was called as pudding for you. But yeah, and during June, we have some typical food that usually we don't have during the rest of the year. And rice pudding is very common in June. If you go to those parties, I can show you a picture of the parties. Let me see. We also have a lot of different food made of corn during June. But yes, it's one of the best times to eat food in my country because the food that we have during June are amazing, or it is amazing. That's how the parties look. And then people do some crazy dances. I can show a picture of the dance. It's very cheerful and very funny and fun to go into those parties. It happens every June. Your uncle told today that he has been to Brazil 4 times and he showed you his Brazilian friends and told him about me. I showed him a Oracle of Ages clip of I'm trying to do progress. Because of Chrono Cross, there has been some Brazilians getting to my streams, but maybe one of them got to my channel because of your uncle. I'm not sure. And this picture shows some of the food that we have during June here. Like I said, we have a lot of corn foods, we have some rice pudding, we have some other desserts. It's a very good time in my country. Speaking on food, we got the pizza stall. Yes, one thing that I would miss in case I leave my country someday is the food. It sounds great. Oh, wait a minute. Pilot, what are you doing? Pilot is sending me more gifts on Steam. Pilot, what are you doing now? I like how he waits until I'm playing RollerCoaster because I'm playing. Oh my god, he's sending me Final Fantasy games again. My streams provide much needed entertainment and relaxation. Or relaxation. Yeah, relaxation. So I figure adding a few more titles to the crew It's a win-win. Oh my god. Wait, what's that game? I have never heard about it. Pierre Solar and the Great Architects? Have you played it? Do you know about it? It looks good, but I have never heard about it. Yes, I like how he waits until I'm playing roller coaster because I'm playing roller coaster on Steam. So when the gifts come to me, they stop my stream and a lot of pop-ups start showing on my screen. So it's so crazy because I start thinking that my computer is having some problems. So yeah, man, thank you. Thank you for the gifts, man. I will play them, but you need to wait because you sent me two gifts before those two other games and I still need to play them. So it's like I need to have a crew of games that Pilot is sending me because I still need to start them. You believe it's the type of RPG that I would enjoy? Yeah, the picture in there looks fun, or it looks a good game. But yes, I need to start playing your gift games. I was planning to play the Stanley Parable before playing the other games, but I don't know. Maybe after Chrono Cross I can play Final Fantasy VII. But I need to decide that because I also wanted to play Xenogears, and I believe you told me that I would play Xenogears before anything else because you love Xenogears. You like Xenogears more than Final Fantasy VII. Okay, I need to check that later because it was taking too long until processing the confirmations for the gifts. Yeah, you're just inserting a steady amount of streaming games for the next few years. That's true. In one or two stream sections. So maybe to be like Top Gear. Top Gear has been like that. And hopefully tomorrow I will finish the last Top Gear. And after Top Gear I might start Zelda Phantom Hourglass. But I'm a little bit worried because it's Nintendo DS and the Nintendo DS games are a little bit challenging for me to emulate. Yes, I need to play Mario Sunshine for my first time someday. It won't be blind because I have seen other people playing it until the end, but it will be my first time playing it. So, of course, I won't remember everything and there will be things that I won't know how to do. But I can't say it will be blind because I have never played it by myself. Maybe it will be semi-blind, I'm not sure. Welcome back, Gio. So, Pilot, tell me, do you prefer that I start playing Xenogears after Chrono Cross or Final Fantasy VII? I mean, it will take me a very long time until beating Chrono Cross, but when the day comes, what will I be playing next? Man, the path is so disgusting. You played it when you were younger, for some reason you couldn't get past a certain level. Do you remember the level? I believe I still have some ideas of the levels. You had to look for someone and I couldn't find them at all. So maybe I don't remember the moment that you got stuck. Legend of Dragoon, I might. I'm not sure if it is already in my list of games to play, but yes. Oh, it was probably in the beginning of the game. Final Fantasy VII. It gets very deep and odd. Final Fantasy VII is a bit simpler relatively and would make for a good break between the two. Okay, that sounds awesome. So I shall take your advice, and then after Chrono Cross I should play Final Fantasy VII, and then Xenogears. And after Xenogears, I don't know, maybe another Final Fantasy game or something else. But I have to say that I have been playing a lot of RPG games in my weekends, but maybe at some point I should play also a different genre, like platform or something else, like we have been talking here. There is Mario Sunshine, there is Luigi's Mansion, um, there is. Let me see if I can remember. What else do I need to play blind? There is Twilight Princess, and I want to play Twilight Princess in my weekend. I don't want to play Twilight Princess during the week. Pilot, you buy all the Final Fantasy games? Are you serious? Man, Final Fantasy IX is one of the favorites, or people really love that game. So I hope I can get to it. Oh, I also want to play Psychonauts. That's another option of game for my weekends. You are down for any kind of Mario games. This year I have been focusing on playing Zelda games. Maybe next year I can try playing more Mario games, but I will have problems. For example, after Mario Sunshine, I don't think I will be able to stream Mario Galaxy. I have emulated it in my own or by my own, but it won't work well on stream and I don't have the Wiimote, so I needed to skip some levels that really require the Wiimote. So that's the problem. If I bring the Mario games, I might not be able to play them all because I don't have the consoles for that. So maybe I should wait a little bit more until I play the Mario games, or I play the old ones that I'm also missing, and then I stop on Mario Sunshine. Yes, I could play a little bit of Galaxy with my computer, but I needed to skip some stars in there because I didn't have the Wiimote, and the emulation was not perfect, so I don't think it will work well if I decide to stream at the same time. So I believe I need more time to that. But Mario Sunshine is possible, or it seems to be possible. Yeah, Mario Galaxy is great. You're right. Mario Odyssey will be better. And we are only 10 days until Mario Odyssey. Man, people in this park, they complain a lot about the prices. You're bad at Mario games. Most of the time you just watch your brother playing them. I might be bad in the old Mario games. For example, the first Mario Bros game, Mario Bros 3, which is a game that I really want to beat someday, but it's too hard. Actually, let me save the game, right? Because I did a lot of progress, and in case something bad happens with my stream, I don't want to lose the progress. Can I buy new areas? I can't. But I still can do something in here. Can I do a go-karts? Look at that! It's impossible for me to build that go-kart track. This is the cherry dessert I was talking about earlier. I will check it soon. It's a dulce de cereza. Dulce de cereza. In Portuguese it would be doce de cereja. So it sounds like the same. Dulce de cereza and doce de cereja. Or cherry sweet in English. I'm trying to remember how it is in German. I believe um, it is Kirsch something. Yeah, cherry in German is Kirsch, but it starts with Kirsch, but I forgot the end of the word. So it would be Kirsch something and Süß, which is sweet in German. Kirsch. I'm so close to remember the word. But I can't. Maybe I should do a tiny one, a tiny track. Oh wait, that's the entrance actually. There we go. Okay, let me check the dessert. Oh, it's simple. It's like, I don't know. It looks like you get the cherries, then you either fry them or boil them with some sugar until you get some, how can I call it in English? Sugary water? I'm not sure how to call it in English. Or maybe a caramel. I'm not sure how to call it in English. But yes, it seems to be very easy to do. And then you add some other um, seasonings like cinnamon. I like to do maybe the same dish but with apples and banana. I actually fry the small pieces of banana or apple, and then I add a little bit of water and some amount of sugar. And then in the end, after some minutes, the the fried apple or the fried banana, they will have that same sugary water. I don't know how to call it. And after that, I add cinnamon or honey. It also works very well. But here's the thing. I believe that, let me open the picture actually because I'm not sure by the miniature. Actually, I'm still not sure after seeing it in a bigger picture, but let me ask you, are those real cherries or are those the chayote ones? Artificial cherries made with chayote. Syrup! Yeah, that's the word. The sugary water, it's syrup. So usually I make the syrup with water, sugar, and honey. You're not a fan of honey? I love honey. I actually eat honey without anything else. I really like honey. Oh, they are real cherries. Yeah, because they got a little bit. I don't know the word for that. But you can see that they got a little bit dried, right? After the preparation. And that happens with most of fruits when they are under heat. You know what? Something that I could do in my park, but I was missing. I could do a rowing boat attraction in here because only now I have seen that I have water in here. So I'm losing the chance to build it. You are not a real fan of cooked fruit sometimes. It depends. I prefer cooked banana than normal or raw banana. Some guest knocked on your door? Okay. Raw banana plus peanut butter sandwich. Here's the thing, peanut butter is not something big in my country, so yes, I still need to try it. I have the peanut butter in here that Early sent me, but the thing is, I'm not sure if I will like it with raw banana and as a sandwich. I tried with fried banana, or I tried the maple, right? Actually, I believe I tried the maple syrup with fried banana. But I really don't like the raw banana, or I'm not a huge fan of raw banana. That sounds delicious. Do you mean the raw banana or the fried banana with maple? I did some fried banana with maple and it was great. Usually I use honey, but then I decided to use the maple. Yes, fried banana with maple. It's good. It tastes good with maple and cinnamon. Maybe I should save money now because I'm almost getting to the third year and I still need 400 guests in my park. So the best way to do it is if I keep throwing advertisements. And to do that, I need money. Maybe I have asked you, Pilot, but did you watch the new Blade Runner movie? I believe you did, right? You were there in the first night. Yes, I believe you told me that. Because it was one of your favorite movies. Yes, I remember it. I still have that movie knocking on my head. I really want to watch it again, but I have been watching some reviews from the movie or people discussing what happens in the movie. I hope that Scapluni can watch it very soon. I'm pretty sure he'll love the movie. The fountain, I believe we have had that conversation in the past, but I don't think I have watched it. Yes, you did, I remember, but I still don't think I have watched it. The fountain, let me look again. Um for the Portuguese name of it. Yes, I don't think I have seen it. Actually, it is. I believe that's the name of it in Portuguese. Which is the translation to the fountain. I mean, it adds more because it says that it is the life fountain. Because if it was the direct translation, it would only be a fonte or the fountain. But in Portuguese, it says a fonte da vida. So it says that it is the life's fountain or life's fountain, as vida is life in Portuguese. And the title that you have written in there means the last chapter. O último capítulo. It means the last chapter. But I don't think it is in Netflix, is it? On Netflix, right? I don't think it is on Netflix. Yes, maybe in Portugal. Maybe in Portugal it is the last. Wait. Yeah, the last chapter. In here it is Life's Fountain. I still need to watch not Minority Report, sorry. Minority Report is great. I have seen it many times, but it is Vanilla Sky. I still need to watch Vanilla Sky. There is a friend of mine that always tell me to watch it, and I know that the movie is on Netflix, but I still didn't see it. It is different, but if it is on the list of your country, it has some good chances of being also in here. But you know what? I believe Vanilla Sky. What's oh low? Yeah, I need to watch Vanilla Sky. Is it good? Because there is a friend of mine that really tells me that I should watch it, and it's been years, and I still haven't seen it. But it is on Netflix, so it's easy for me to watch it. The only reason he could want you to watch it is to troll me? Are you serious? I expect that the movie will be very complex, or maybe it might have some vague endings or vague answers about the questions of the movie. But if the experience is good, then I'm alright. Usually, the friend that I'm talking about, he tells me to watch some good movies. One of his favorite movies is Contact, and Contact is also one of my favorite sci-fi movies. Thanks to him, because I haven't watched it before. He told me that it was his favorite or one of his favorite sci-fi movies. Go ahead and watch it, low. Oh my god. Now I'm scared. Contact's fine? Yeah, I love Contact. I wish to read the book, but I still haven't bought it. Let me try to remember more movies that I still need to watch. I still need to watch that uh, Fantastic Beasts movie, which is in the Harry Potter universe. I still need to watch Transpotting too. Oh my god, I was so excited to watch it, and months have passed by, and I still haven't seen it. Transpotting 2. Snatch? Yes, I believe I have. I believe I have. I don't remember a lot of it anymore, but I believe I have. I still need to watch Django, the Tarantino movie, but I believe I I know some spoilers from it. Hey Costa, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. But Snatch is a very old movie, so I don't remember a lot about it anymore. So now we have the third year. Let me save the game just as how can I say it? Just for safety, in case I have any problems in my stream or in my electrical energy supply. But we're almost doing it. Yeah, I have been playing Chrono Cross on my weekends. Actually, it will continue on Saturday. I'm playing Chrono Cross on Saturday and Sunday. On Tuesdays I'm playing on Tuesdays I'm playing RollerCoaster Tycoon, and tomorrow I will try to finish Top Gear 3000, and after Top Gear 3000 I will start Zelda the Phantom Hourglass on my weekdays. I don't stream on Mondays and on Thursdays. So that's my schedule right now. Today is RollerCoaster Tycoon. Tomorrow I hope to finish Top Gear 3000. Then on Thursday I'm not streaming. On Friday, if I finish Top Gear 3000 if I finish it tomorrow, then on Friday I'm starting Zelda the Phantom Hourglass. And then on Saturday and Sunday I'm playing Chrono Cross. Monday and Thursday are sad days. Oh, pilot. I still remember that I used it to. Here's the thing. I I'm not skipping it, but at first I wanted to play Spirit Tracks before Phantom Hourglass, but then people told me that Phantom Hourglass came before Spirit Tracks, so I decided to change the order. At first my plan was to play Spirit Tracks before Phantom, but now that I have learned that Phantom Hourglass came before Spirit Tracks, I changed the order. So after Phantom Hourglass, I will play Spirit Tracks. Yes, Scapluni told me that. So I have decided to follow the order. Or at least I hope he is right. And then after I play those games, I will probably stop playing Zelda for a time, because the next one that I want to play will be Twilight Princess. And I want to play Twilight Princess in my weekend days. But yes, I will need to finish my weekend games before starting Twilight Princess in there. And of course, in case my emulation works, because I have been it seems that emulating Twilight Princess is not very easy. It's not as it was for me to emulate Wind Waker. I, of course, also had some problems with Wind Waker, but it was possible. It wasn't the worst emulation ever. But I'm worried about Twilight Princess. Do you use a controller? I have a very old controller in here that is not a PlayStation controller, but it looks like it. So this is the controller. It has a different brand as a Sony controller, but it looks like the same. But it's not the original. It's not the PlayStation controller. It is an USB controller from a different brand. If it interfaces well with my computer, yes, kinda. Sometimes I have some problems with it, but most of times it's alright. It's not perfect, but usually it does a good job. I would say that the biggest problem with that controller, but then again, I'm not sure if it is the controller problem or if it is my emulator problem, but sometimes doing diagonals in that controller, it can be bad. It's not very good to do diagonals in the controller, especially when I was playing the Lost Vikings 2, because there was an action with one of the Vikings that demanded that I pressed the diagonal, and I wasn't able to do it with my controller, and because of that I needed to play the Lost Vikings 2 with my keyboard. It was the only way I would be able to execute the action properly. So if I need to say a problem with my controller, that's the problem. But in general, it works well. And I'm not sure if the diagonal problem was just for that game and the emulator that I was using for Super Nintendo, or if it is bigger than that. Because I also remember playing Wind Waker with my controller and it was alright. So I believe it was a problem of the emulator, Super Nintendo, I'm not sure. So yes, it might not be the best controller ever, but it helps. It helps me, most of the times. 3D cinema, okay. Maybe if I change the movie, Space Raiders. Let's show that. Scrambled eggs. The balloon stall. Let's build it up here. Speaking about movies, one of my favorite movies of all times is Donnie Darko. If you have never watched Donnie Darko, please do it because it's such a good movie. And I was watching a YouTube video discussing about Donnie Darko, and it was very interesting because Donnie Darko is about melancholy, or it discusses a lot about melancholy or melancholic feelings, right? And it's one of the rarest movies that is able to do it in a very good way. Yeah, Donnie Darko is fantastic because it's not very easy for a movie to transmit or to represent the feeling of melancholy or melancholy. I don't know. I hope I'm saying it right. As usually the movies, they either represent sadness or happiness, but the mixed feelings of melancholy, it's not very common for you to see, or at least in a very good way, in a movie. Your brother even made a version of the rabbit costume for Halloween one year. Wow, that's amazing. At first I was very scared of Frank the rabbit in Donnie Darko movie. I'm still is actually, I'm still a little bit scared of him, but now I'm alright. He is scary looking, right? But now I'm much better, and I'm not afraid of him like I was as years ago. But yes, thankfully I was able to overcome my fear from watching the movie because of the rabbit, and that was the best thing I have done because the movie was awesome. I have the book. I need to read the book. It's one of those movies that you need to watch and watch many times to understand everything or to understand more of the movie, because I don't think that everything in the movie can be understandable. I don't know. What happened, Emily? Who was knocking on your door? Oh, hello again. Now that changes everything. It's not hell anymore. It's hello. One letter, another word. Okay, now I got some money, so let me throw some more advertisements because I need more people. Yes, Emily, you scared me for a moment because you were checking someone on your door and then you said hell. So man, the visitor should be or must be a horrible person. But now it's hello. That's much better. Oh, it was some ladies from your mom's church? Man, I still need to finish cleaning my house because my parents are coming here tomorrow. And I'm too lazy to do it, but I will do it after the stream. Thankfully, I did the majority of cleaning yesterday, so there isn't a lot for me to do anymore. Hell fits even better now. Oh my god, pilot. Your mother is Mormon? So they have missionaries who come and visit you. They are always so nice. Ah, that's great. But hopefully your mother was expecting for them to visit you because I hate unexpected visitors. One of the girls left to a different area, so you were meeting the new partner. So there is something new or someone new in your house today. You guys weren't expecting them. Yeah, that's the worst in my opinion. And they even came in group. So that sucks. It's not only one person going there to visit you unexpectedly. It's a group of people. So if it was me, I would be very uncomfortable. Unexpected visitors are only fine if they come offering pizza. Pizza is the key to your tolerance and forgiveness. That's true. Pizza is the peacemaker to all the problems. Oh, at least they didn't stay for long. That's also another problem. Even when my parents decide to come here, I hate when they come here unexpectedly because I need to clean my house. I live alone, so I don't care about my mess, or I don't care that much about my mess. So even if my parents come here without saying, I hate that because I want to organize everything, I need to clean everything. So yeah, I hate unexpected visitors. When you were younger, missionaries used to come over all the time unexpected. Oh my god. Maybe it doesn't bother you too much, but I would be so pissed off. So I believe if we keep throwing the advertisements, we'll be alright. We have a good park rating, we have some good amount of money, and the guests are almost getting to our objective, which is 1,200 guests. They were these nasty Jehovah Witness people who would knock on our door at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. I don't work before 10 a.m. on Saturdays, so I'm sorry. My house is closed for service. Try again later. And yeah, because it was like they wouldn't just knock once. Oh boy. Why do they need to be that annoying? They can return later or they can tell you that, oh, we are going there. No, let's make a surprise. I am a lazy bum. I don't take it back. You are up and going by 7 a.m. on Saturdays and that's your sleeping in the... Yeah, 7 a.m. is when I'm sleeping. I'm starting to sleep. I'm going to sleep. So you are waking up and I'm going to sleep. Actually, I might need to start sleeping sooner because of my parents in here tomorrow. Oh, the spiral slide? I want to do it in there. So one time you don't tell them that you didn't want them to knock on your door, and they got really annoyed and started preaching at you, like basically arguing with a teenager. Oh my god. I would never talk to them again. If they can't respect that you have your own time to receive them in your house. Anyways, I don't know. I can't. That's not for me. I simply can't. Middle-aged losers. Oh boy. Is that really still a thing? That people will knock on your door and talk about religion and things like that? Thankfully, it's not that common in here anymore. It usually happens on the streets, but not. The people are not going to the houses anymore or things like that. They try to stop you to talk about religion while you are walking around the city. Mormons and Jehovah Witnesses are still a thing here, not as prevalent as it used to be, though religion is rapidly dying in Canada. Yeah, I know some people that are Jehovah Witnesses in here too, but they are not that annoying, you know? I don't know. Thankfully, living in a secured condominium building, I tell you the same. We don't get annoyed. Wait, we don't get anyone coming door to door. Yeah, maybe that's also another reason why they don't come to me anymore. But even when I was living with my parents in our house, it wasn't that frequent. Usually it's somebody else selling something. Especially because I don't think that will change a lot. You can't force people to choose their religion or yeah, you can't, you know. It should be the opposite. People should look for your religion instead of your religion looking for people. For Mormons, they are usually young because the Mormon church has tradition for when you are 18 or 20, you can go on your mission and go to a different state or country sometimes for preach and preach for 2 years. So maybe the people that Pilot have seen before, they were Mormons and not Jehovah. Your mother wants you to go on one, but do you want to go on one? I don't know, maybe you wanted to go on one. There is no problem in that. But yes, I think it's a trap. But I don't want to be the judge in here. You also believe it's a threat? That sucks though. Your mother should. Of course, she should tell you, like, oh, that thing will be happening. So, in case you are interested, you can tell me and we can go to get together. But she can't force you to do things that you don't want to do. Yes, yes, of course. Those 2 years? Oh boy. Yeah, it's not all bad or all that bad, but it should be your decision. That's the most important thing. If you don't have anything else to do, then maybe you should go, but. Oh, actually, that's a good thing. uh, I don't like having my phone with me every time. That sounds rather horrible. I disagree. Uh, I have a phone, a very old phone that I use only to call and to receive calls. And I have a smartphone, but my smartphone doesn't have a chip that would allow it to have 4G or 3G internet, and also would allow it to do some calls and receive calls. It's just a smartphone that I use when I have Wi-Fi service to navigate on the internet. Basically, that's what I do with my smartphone. So when I'm outside home, the only way people can communicate with me is by calling me or texting me via SMS. But they can't expect some fast reaction or fast reply from me because of that, which I'm glad, because I don't like to be doing my stuff outside home and having people bugging me to give them answers for everything when I'm not in my home. Of course, there are moments that having internet outside is great or it's very helpful, but I don't like the idea of people bugging me 24 hours per day and knowing that I can reply them at any time because of that. So I prefer having my things separate. I have my phone to calls and messages, but I don't have internet because I use my smartphone only at home. Maybe someday I will need to change my telephone chip to my smartphone and then it will need to be also a telephone. But so far I really like how it's going. The church pays for your college after your mission. I didn't know about that. Use your phone all the time? I don't. If I'm using my phone for anything, it's usually to watch Twitch or YouTube, maybe listening to music. Basically, that's what I do with my smartphone. And of course, sometimes I talk to people. But yeah, it's not every time of the day or all the time of the day. My phone is something that if I forget it at home, I I won't return my home to get it again or to get it back. You're watching my stream on your phone right now? Yeah, sometimes I do the same. I watch some other streams on my phone. My parents will be here tomorrow, and because of that, I'll need to fake my sleep. And while I'm faking my sleep, I might be watching other people's streams on my smartphone, so it won't be very noisy. But yes, I'll need to fake my sleep. You know what? I will build the cotton candy stall very randomly. Because there are some stalls around the park, like that drink stall right there. There is the burger bar. Now let's make it in here. There it is. Yes, I fake my sleep. Sometimes the streamers that I'm watching, they don't end their streams in a very, how can I say it? They stream for a very long time, and then it gets to the time that my parents will start to wake up, and I don't want them to know that I'm still wake up, or that I'm still awakened, right? That I'm still awake. So I need to fake my sleep. You are reading through the LDS Missionary Handbook and the rules are insane. Yeah, there are some crazy things. I agree with you. People were complaining about what? Vandalism? Yeah, vandalism. There are rules that male missionaries can't come in the home if there is not a man present. Oh my god. It's like we are living days in the past. Or it's like we are not progressing at all. Now that I have a lot of money, I will change to my maximum funding. And right now I'm super hungry, guys. But hopefully, after my stream, you want to believe in some of this stuff, but then you are exposed to so much like real shit that makes you not want to believe. I don't know how it is to be under those conditions or such a religious family. It might suck actually, but yeah, I just think that things should evolve. Like, things are not as they were before in the past, so some things should change, or it shouldn't be very traditional or extremely strong today. It does suck. I can imagine. My parents are very Catholics, not very Catholics. They are Catholics, but they don't do a lot about it, or they don't force me into anything. They just like to have their own beliefs, and that's alright. But yes, I was saying that after my stream, I will try to finish my house cleaning, and I will be eating the leftovers of the pizza from 2 days ago, and I will be watching MasterChef Brazil because today is Tuesday and it's about to start in half hour. So maybe I decide also to cook something because every time I'm watching MasterChef Brazil, I get hungry, and I have been cooking a lot during the show. So let's see how that goes. Mostly because your mom tells you to not do certain things and then she does them herself. That's the worst. And then if you stop and try to talk to her and you try to show her how she has been doing things and how she has been doing wrong things, she won't listen or she won't realize that by herself. Usually that's how it goes. The person is wrong, and if you show the person their problems or his or her problems, the person will get an excuse, will change the subject. That's how things happen, unfortunately. People will always try to explain themselves instead of saying an apology. So they were complaining about the vandalism, but I need to find it. You suppose that really leaves it to your own discretion. But yes, I hate when people can't see that they are wrong, and sometimes they always make you feel like, oh, you are always wrong, or you are always the wrong person in here. and they blame you for that. I don't know why they complained about the vandalism, but anyways, I couldn't find it. Your mom is great, but she makes poor choices sometimes that you don't really agree with. Oh, that's with everyone. That's not only you. That's not only you for sure. It's it happens in all the families. Recently, my mother has been buying some furniture that is not very necessary. I mean, it is necessary, but it can wait. Because at the same time, my family has been through some health problems with some members of my family, and those health problems, they are expensive. So that's where the money should be going. But then I call my mother and she tells me that, oh, but I bought something and there is no money to help the family member. So I need to tell her, look at this. This is not important right now. This can wait. So save the money or use the money to help the family member, but don't waste it in things that are not super important right now. And I believe she finally started to hear or to listen my advice. Yeah, guests are complaining about a lot of stuff, but I can't find the problems. Oh, okay, I could see some broken benches in there. She does the same but with clothes. Yeah, that sucks. Some things can wait. It's not like the furniture that we have right now. Um, it's not useful anymore. It's not urgent. I always tell my mother to get a amount of money in the end of each month and deposit it into the savings, into bank savings. So hopefully she started doing it. It doesn't need to be a very large amount of money, but anything helps. Any amount of money that you can add to your bank savings, it's worth it. So when she buys a furniture or something that I don't think it was super important, I tell her that. You see that money, it should go, or it would be much better if it was in bank savings. There is an ambulance passing by. It's really annoying. I hope that it's not something near you. It's not a problem near you. I believe I will build the souvenir stall right here. The best value park in the country. Really? I believe the company value is high. Oh, you live near an avenue and it's a busy one. That's bad. Especially if you have those annoying motorcycle drivers. Oh my god, I hate them so much. Because they have no reason to make noise and they do it. I hate motorcycle drivers. Or at least I hate the noise that they do. So once in a while you hear the trucks and ambulances and the motorcycle drivers. Thankfully I don't live near a busy avenue, but sometimes I can hear some noises in here too. Are you a motorcycle rider? The problem is the noise. If you are a quiet or silent motorcycle rider, then that's good. But if you make a lot of noise by no reason, then we have a problem. It's like people that smoke. They should have some respect to the others. You don't really hear much traffic in the window. Oh, if the window is closed. But since it's being more cool here, we opened it. I can say the same. But I also turn on my fans in here, so they make some noises that allow me to not hear the street noises a lot. Oh, you ride all the time, but you also keep the RPMs low when you are in residential areas. Thank you, because that noise is so annoying. It is so bad, and it's so unnecessary. It's like the person has no respect. That's my idea of the noise. And be careful, because I know that it's a little bit dangerous to drive a motorcycle. Maybe it's safer in your country, but it's dangerous in here. People are crazy in traffic. Brazilian traffic is crazy. It is 13 degrees Celsius in there. It's cold. Yeah, it is cold. In here, I don't know. Maybe something around 20 degrees Celsius. It was a hot day. Let me look. So it is 25 degrees Celsius in here right now. So it's still a little bit hot. Hey Highlander, how are you doing? Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm almost finishing the objective. We only need to wait until October, so I believe we'll be good. It's not too bad in there, a bit dangerous, but not too bad. You have been riding for nearly 15 years, so you are pretty confident in your skill level. So you haven't had any accidents so far? It is 6 degrees Celsius in there. Oh my god. Yeah, it's very warm in here now. 25 degrees Celsius in here. 13 degrees Celsius is cold for me. It is cold for me. It is just randomly cold. I believe that the temperature that we feel, it's not always like the temperature that is really happening. And it depends because of humidity, because of wind activity. So sometimes it is colder or hotter than it really is, or it feels like that. The guests are angry, and I don't know how to help them. Hopefully that's enough. It's because it's too crowded. So they are vomiting a lot. They are throwing a lot of garbage on the paths. It's super crowded. I will also have a handyman just to mow the grass. Tomorrow it is gonna be a lot warmer. Minus 15 degrees Celsius is when you usually switch from t-shirts to long sleeve. I would be frozen by that temperature. You are wearing fuzzy socks right now. So yeah, you are feeling cold, but maybe it's just you. Maybe people near you are not feeling as cold as you are. The last 2 days in here were cloudy, and it rained a little bit. So I'm disappointed that today I had a very hot day and without clouds on the sky, because I really want to have more cloudy days and more rainy days, because I know how I will be missing them in some months when summer starts in here. So it's been a very bad month in my opinion. Actually, since September, we are not having a lot of cloudy days, a lot of rains, and I miss that. I should visit northern Canada. You remember a week in Univik where it was extremely warm, minus 72 degrees Celsius with wind chill. Great weather for shorts. Shorts? That's naked weather. Weather. Naked weather. Don't you think? 2 degrees Celsius in Highlanders Place. Oh my god. I can't imagine. I can't. The lowest temperature I have ever been might have been something around 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know. I have been to some very cold places in here, but then I don't know which temperature I was having in there. But I don't think they were close to 0 degrees Celsius because it's something very rare in my country. So I would say that something around 10 degrees Celsius, but not 0. You can only see snow or very low temperatures if you are in very high mountains or if you are in the south region. And even in the south region, it's not that cold. At least I don't think it is. I have never been there, but I don't think it is super, super cold. I believe that what makes it cold is the rain activity, or because it's raining in there, so if you decide to go outside your house and if you have raindrops falling on you, it will make you feel colder than normal. But yeah, such low temperatures are not very common in here. Maybe they are getting more common now because of the weather changes, but they are still something that I can't explain because I have never felt or I have never been under those conditions before. But you guys seem to be very used to it, so hopefully you are feeling alright, even with low temperatures. If I need to say, I would say that people in here usually suffer because of the scorching days, or we suffer here because it's too hot instead of suffering because it's too cold. Probably the majority of people in here would agree that when we are having a cold day, that's a great day. Because when things are hot, things are very, very hot. Yeah, I'm used to low temperatures. Oh, you don't know? Oh, you don't do well with high temperatures. Oh, so we are the opposite. Yes, I also don't do well with high temperatures, but I'm more used to them. You feel extremely uncomfortable in anything above 24 degrees Celsius. Never come to Brazil. Never come to Brazil. Don't come here or be prepared to be extremely uncomfortable. Our nights are 24 degrees Celsius, so imagine our days. But that's so funny because we are the opposite. I can't stand very low temperatures. They don't even need to be very low. If it's below 15 or 16 degrees Celsius, I'm dying. I'm already dying. Oh boy, you went to a place that had 55 degrees Celsius during the night. Yeah, praise the air conditioner because that temperature is cruel. In here, you can get to 40 degrees Celsius plus temperatures, especially in the summer, and that sucks. Of course, it was not pleasant. It never is pleasant. Or pleasant? Maybe it's pleasant. So yeah, guys, after my power outage and my need to redo all the level again, we will be able to beat it. And just in time, because it is 10:30 p.m. here, and that's the time that my MasterChef show will start. So I'm glad that I won't lose it a lot. So it is pleasant, right? Yeah, I after saying it, I gave it a thought and it sounded a little bit weird. So it's pleasant because it's more close to pleasure, for example. But there is the bug, right? Named plea. So maybe that was my confusion. One more level done. Let me save the game. This was a little bit challenging. It wasn't super hard, but getting the amount of people in the final year demanded a lot of advertisement. And it's funny that now we got the ice cream stall. After we were talking about hot days and hot places, that's what we need in situations like that. Ice cream. So yeah guys, thank you so much for coming today to my stream. I'm sorry about the power outage problem that I had in the beginning. It's out of my control and I hate that it's been happening in my Tuesdays and in my RollerCoaster Tycoon streams. But yeah, thankfully I was able to return soon and to play it again, the level again. And tomorrow also I hope that I will be able to beat Top Gear 3000 because I want to start playing the Zelda game, Phantom Hourglass, on Friday. So let's see how that goes. Many people came here looking for Chrono Cross, but Chrono Cross is only happening on my weekends. I'm sorry about that too, but I think it's important for me to follow the schedule and also to play different games so I won't get very tired of any of them. There is a solution, hook a generator up to a bicycle. I wish I had a bicycle in here so I would be able to be more physical or physically active. Actually, yeah, no Chrono Cross. It's only on Saturday or Sunday. So stay strong and it's happening on my weekend. But yes, I have been telling my family that I want to buy how can I say it? I want to buy an exercising bicycle. It's not a normal bicycle to ride through the city because I'm terrible in riding a bike. I'm more than terrible, I'm horrible. But I wish I had a bicycle in here that I could be able to watch other people's streams and do other things and do the activity, right? That's a good way to do some physical activity. A new schedule, 7 days per week of Chrono Cross. Where is my rest? If I do that, I would not be different from the staff on my parks with no working conditions and things like that. I wouldn't be different from them. But yeah, guys, and I agree, Drew. Schedules are good. I know that you want to play some more Zelda games. Maybe you should see if you could have a specific day or days to play the Zelda games. Maybe that can help you too. But I like my schedule, and the week will pass through very fast, or it will pass by very fast. So sooner or later we'll be back to Chrono Cross. Rip staff. Yeah, the staff in RollerCoaster Tycoon, they have a feels bad man life and a feels bad man working conditions. Okay, 6.5 days per week. You deserve a break in there. Just to go to the bathroom, right? That's the break. But yeah, guys, let me go. MasterChef Brazil is starting right now. I will go watch that because oh my God, Scapluni! It's Scapluni. You're too late, man. But thank you. And it's funny that every time. Oh no, never mind. The alert worked. Yes, because I was about to say that every time Scapluni tries to host me, the alert gets messy. So it's finally good right now. But he's late though. He's yeah, you are right in the end, man. Tell me that you are prepared to go watch Blade Runner because every time I see you again, I will ask you that. Because you need to go watch that movie and you need to see it on the movies because it will be a much better experience than if you wait for it until it's out on DVD or Netflix. Alerts are messy for you too now. I believe it's because of CPU usage or things like that. Yes, I will ask you every day. If I see you, I'm asking you because you need to go there watch the movie. Drew can also go watch Blade Runner, but he needs to watch the first one before. And I'm not sure if Drew will like the movie. I'm not sure if it is a movie for him to watch. But I know that Scaploni will love the movie, so he needs to go. Yes, you need to see it, and I will force you to go there. Every day I will be asking that. Yeah, go see it immediately. Pilot has seen it, and he also agrees that the movie is awesome. Yeah, Drew, but you need to watch the first movie before. You can't go there without watching the first one. And in case you don't like the first movie, then don't waste your time and don't go watch the current one on the movies. Be just be Scaploni. Just be excited because the movie is so good. It's one of those rare situations that people are able to make a very good sequel and at the same time it is different and it's also close, so it's perfect or it's very close to perfection. Why are we all yelling? I don't know. Where is my emote? Oh, there it is. We are on Swift Rage mode right now. Oh, Gio sent me the Sonic Mania soundtrack. Thank you, Gio. I will check it out. Especially my favorite song from the game, Mirage Saloon Act 2. Or Mirage, right? Mirage Saloon Act 2. But yeah, guys, let me go. My MasterChef show is starting. I will go there, check it out. I will also eat my pizza leftovers. Scapluni, you lost how can I say it? You lost some conversations about food, like always. So I need to show you the food later. But yes, thank you so much everyone for stopping by. I hope to see you guys soon. Yes, I'm going to watch MasterChef, but in case you guys start streaming, I will check your streams on mobile. that it is. So take care, everyone. I see you guys soon. Have a great Tuesday night, and see you then.